Hey, Harding?
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
You're upset.
But I'm not...
You've been sitting in here by yourself. It's Solus's memory, isn't it?
They stole Titan blood to walk the world like humans. And when the Titans didn't like that, they just took their spirits. Should I be angry or sad? Why aren't I angrier? It's a lot to handle.
This might be silly, but I'm sorry for what my gods did.
You're not them. And I'm not really the Titans. But thank you for saying that, Rook. It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. Solus was always distant. Guess it's hard to react when a magic rock's talking at you. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be all right.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
Hi there, boy.
Thanks again for dinner last night, Lucanus. That cream sauce.
A little much.
Запасы еды. Запись на вырванной из блокнота странице почерком Белары. Что у нас есть? От Солоса. Уйма солонины. Не уверена, что это за мясо. Не галва. Изюм в больших количествах. Похоже, его даже не начинали есть. Несколько банок меда. От нас. Свежее мясо. Все. Разные виды сыров. Неф. Мука. Я. Соль. Я. Свежая резная лапша. Хардинг. Какая-то паста из перца и масла. Хардинг. Бочонки со свежим вином. Все. Большая банка с кофейными зернами. Все. Маленькие баночки с очень дорогими кофейными зернами. Луканис. Сырные палочки в панировке. Таш. Печенье для животных. Даврин. Свежие бананы. Эмрик. Свежий хлеб. Я. Баночка масла. Я. Что нам нужно? Свежее молоко. Любое. Яблоки. Спросить Эмрика. Больше растительного масла для готовки. Шоколад. Рук. Вино для книжного клуба.
Still makes the difference. Though my supplier in Treviso is...
Oh, so... Hey, what's the best thing you've ever eaten? Something fancy?
We ate a prisoner's nightmare. He dreamed a bloodthirsty tree with 10,000 branches. She was asking me, Spite.
call Manfred Fred?
Sure. He walked into my office. I said, Fred, can I call you Fred? He nodded. Seemed happy about it. If he doesn't like it...
Oh, Manfred doesn't mind. He quite likes you. Does the diminutive imply a certain level of comfort with the necromantic arts?
It shows a certain level of comfort with your friend. The rest of it, well, that depends.
On what?
On what the mage using it is up to.
So, Tosh, you're the dragon hunter of this outfit.
Yep. And you do monsters.
Seems our work's going to overlap.
No, it's not. I handle dragons. You kill monsters. And darkspawn.
Dragons are monsters.
What? No, dragons are natural. Been around longer than we have. Darkspawn and monsters are just Vashidon that came later.
Fair enough, but I'll handle any archdemons we meet.
Fine. But I get to help.
Shit. You shouldn't have to deal with all this, Rook. The sooner I can get out of here, the better.
Thanks for coming, Rook. I hope the Kalsharok dwarves have some answers. spotted. That's Rook for ya. To meet someone named Veilguard? He told me to come here. He seemed nice in his message.
So you don't actually know who or what this Veilguard is?
A new friend, I hope. We're supposed to meet Veilguard here. Hit and run. That has to be Veilguard. Leave it to me. Stalgard?
Yes. Lace Harding, of the Inquisition.
Wait, how do you know about...
And this is the one they call Rook? De la Morte, the Crow.
So you've heard of us.
You have brought a strange assortment to our gates, Lace Harding.
Thanks for meeting with us. I really hope you can help Harding.
You are gracious in your address. It is not necessary. Tell me what you wish.
I'm looking for someone touched by the Ancients. Does that mean anything to you?
Yes, she has been waiting for you. Follow, and keep your weapons ready. The roads are dark. The creatures there even more so. You are staring.
What? No.
You want to know if you can see the collection you hear we carry?
Sorry. I shouldn't have.
Ilya, have you seen my chisel?
The one that's pointed, the one that looks like a wedge? Check your pockets.
Have you ever spoken to the Oracle?
In the sanctum? No. I feel like I'm being watched in that place.
Oh, that's probably because... You know, she can be everywhere.
That doesn't reassure me.
Статуя члена дома Ортон, предположительно, извлечена со дна шахты 12-го участка. В настоящее время ведутся споры о том, кто изображен на этой статуе. Возможно, это кто-то из древних артанов, или же Кеван Брубак. Последний стал известен благодаря изобретению смывного бачка, но так и не смог получить статус совершенного. Борьба Келшарока. Скверна всегда рядом. Мы справляемся с ней, как справляемся с множеством других опасностей. Мы научились выживать, и Келшарок процветает. Статуя Эгона Зимодыха. Извлечена с 3-го уровня 4-й участок. Восстановлен изначальный вид. Ученые считают, что это изображение совершенного Эгона Зимодыха.
person will do almost anything to survive. That is what my people did. Become like the Darkspawn, or be destroyed by them.
Not much of a choice.
How many times have you been to the surface?
I've spent a year.
Незримые. Мы держали существование Колшарока в тайне. Веками мы наблюдали за миром как над, так и под землей. Даже те, кто встречал нас, не знали, кого они видели.
I always found it strange how much Orzamar's people fear the surface. Why would they strip your cars just for being up here?
Статуя Имора Вальдасина извлечена по частям с первого уровня, 13-й участок, опознана по находящейся рядом табличке с надписью «Имор». Наковальня, приносящая удачу. Память Кардека. Направь мой молот к вдохновению. Высеченная из камня копия наковальни Кардека Певца Горна, совершенного кузнеца из Колшарока. Их устанавливают рядом с кузнями на удачу.
I'd like to see him in Rathas one day. I'd like to stand in the rain one day.
What do you mean you're like the Darkspawn?
Kalsharok was abandoned to its fate many generations ago, when the Darkspawn first came. We lost many, some to the corruption, some by their own hand, and some found another way. Atuva Galta Satot. The stone is colder than death, as they say.
The Wardens will be welcome here, once the outpost is re-established.
It's a trading outpost before. Do you intend to use it for trade again?
Oh, no. That sort of lyrium trade was done generations ago. The Kalsharok do not require trade to survive in these times.
darkspawn.
Be ready.
Let's go!
At least it smells better than the ossuary.
Not far now. Blight. It grows too quickly these days, and it feels different.
You can feel the blight?
Kalsharok can, somewhat. Long story. The corruption here has its root elsewhere. Destroy it, and this growth will become vulnerable.
Destroy the source of the blight growths? We can do that.
I will stay on guard here.
I'm on it.
Lift is stuck. Looks like a rock wedged in the mechanism.
I might be able to help with that. You got it.
Совершенный Метес, воитель. Во время опустошения Клашарока совершенный Метес Сайлак сражался плечом к плечу со своей сестрой-близнецом Терес. Терес погибла, а Метес выжил, но умереть можно по-разному.
I bet it's this way. Of course. Got it. Right.
Spite says there are eyes on us.
Heard ya. darkspawn, and they're everywhere down here. What are the chances we won't see any more of them? Wait, did you... Did anyone else see that? I thought I saw someone.
Someone? Down here?
Maybe it was just a shadow.
Trouble.
I'd call that a win.
Hardy! Nice shot.
You got it.
Get clear!
destroy this blight and get out of here. Light's cleared out. Think we can get through the door now? Let's go check with Stallguard.
Страница, вырванная из дневника. Перед третьей меткой снова проснулась. Уже 4-й день подряд. Клянусь, это из-за гула. Он глубокий, непрекращающийся и исходит словно отовсюду. В часы бодрствования его никто не слышит из-за других шумов. Когда я лежала, то снова увидела свечение, красное, скользящее в стене от скал. Попыталась разбудить Фару, чтобы доказать, что мне это не мерещится, но она крепко спит. Повезло ей.
You did good work. The blight growths have weakened.
So, we can keep going?
Yes. Come. Mind yourself, and show respect when you enter the sanctum.
Yes, of course. But who are we meeting?
I will let her speak for herself. But we of Kal Sharok revere her deeply for being one with the storm. They say she was once from Orzammar, but she speaks very little of her past.
This space is completely free of blight.
This person I'm going to see. I think she's keeping the blight away somehow.
Совершенный Метос, переродившийся. Совершенный Метос Сейлак, рожденный в качестве воина, рожденный в касте воинов, изменился первым. После опустошения Тейга он убрал свой меч и стал кузнецом. Там, в Кал Шарок, нуждался больше... Тем, в ком Кал Шарок нуждался больше всего. Журнал бригадира, первый отрывок. Верхние уровни были снесены во времена правления Валдасинов. Исторические записи и свидетельства указывают, что в пещере было полно лириума. Чтобы дорваться до минерала, были вырыты глубокие шахты, но внезапный крах дома Вальдасин сорвал эти планы. Из-за второго нора этот участок стал недоступен и проект был заброшен.
The song. Do you hear it? Coming from all around us.
There is something about it. I have never felt Spite so quiet.
It feels like it's echoing through my entire being. Like I'm part of the melody, and it's calling me home. I would love to look around more. Do you think Stalgard would mind?
I think he'd be fine with it.
Бескастовые. Жизнь — это перемены, а застой — смерть. Чтобы выжить, мы отказались от прошлого во имя того, что было нужно. Происхождение, статус, история, честь, касты — все это в Калшароке поглотило скверно. Журнал бригадира, второй отрывок. Она рассказала им об этом месте и назвала его Хальдеваскар. Деширы поняли, что речь идет о шахте в Алдасинской лощине, которая была утеряна еще во времена Второго Мора. «Слушайте, и я покажу вам дорогу», — сказала она. Затем замолчала на 8 дней. Не дождавшись ответа, Деширы вернулись домой, все кроме одного. Хальдваскар — место, которое ждет. Привет, Сампек.
We have arrived.
But I don't see anyone.
There. She's waiting.
Thank you for leading her here, Stalguard. They call me the Oracle.
That's incredible.
Yes, she is.
All this. Is this what I am? Am I like you?
I cannot tell you what you are. Look within and remember. Remember when the earth was alive and the Titans walked the land. In one voice they sang, a chorus of creation and of connection.
Isatuno. The song.
When the Titans fell, we awoke, but the melody was already lost.
The dwarves.
We were always just shattered fragments of a greater whole.
The stone sense. My magic. It's Titan magic. But why? Why did this happen? Why do I remember Isatuno? What happened to the Titans?
There's something else here. It's found you.
Trouble ahead.
What have you done?
They didn't do anything! Deep Stalkers! That construct probably riled up the wildlife.
Watch the teeth!
What did you do to piece off a rock?
Why does everyone think this is my fault?
We're in the clear.
Everyone alive?
Did you feel it? Fury. Such fury. And with you as its mark.
Me? But why?
Hey, we can handle anything that comes our way.
There are horrors in the depths. They have awakened to you now. Look within for your answers. And beware.
No, wait! I have more questions!
Huh. She does that. Riddles, riddles, riddles. Oh, I'm a rock.
But those weren't answers! She gave me nothing! Come back! Make her come back!
Harding.
Ugh. It's all right. I'm all right. Sorry. We're done. Let's just get out of here. Oh, hey.
Are you brooding?
Brooding makes you attractive and mysterious. I read that in the Randy Dowager.
And how's that working out for you?
I don't know. Do I seem more attractive and mysterious?
I think you're always attractive and mysterious. So why don't you tell me what's wrong?
It's just that whole visit to the Oracle. Ugh. I barely got to speak with her. And then being attacked by that creature. This was supposed to be a good thing.
One small hurdle doesn't erase what's good about this.
I just wish I knew what to do.
Whatever you decide to do, you aren't alone.
I know. It's nice to know I have friends. And you, of course.
I'm not a friend?
Oh, I didn't mean that. I just meant that you're... special. Or special-er. Having you by my side has made all this easier to bear. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here.
I know. And I'll be here as long as you need me. That's a promise.
Harding left the Oracle's sanctum disappointed. Maybe she'd expected too much. Maybe there were no answers to be had. Seething with questions, she forgot the Oracle's dire warning. But far below the surface, something was moving. Determined to be seen, and fighting to be remembered.
Сталгард привел Хардинг к загадочному оракулу, который также способен общаться с титанами, предками гномов. Однако встречу прервала некая зловещая сила. Оракул считает, что теперь она охотится за Хардинг. Для Рука и Хардинг. Иролин обещала передать вам это послание. Я хочу поблагодарить вас за то, что вы пришли мне на выручку в Орлатанском лесу. Я отбился от своего отряда и угодил в ущелье. Нога сильно пострадала, и мне удалось лишь доползти до небольших развалин, чтобы хоть где-то укрыться. Когда вы отыскали меня, прошло уже 2 дня. Надо мной начали кружиться стервятники. Если бы вы меня не спасли, меня точно не было бы в живых. Хардинг, надеюсь, вам удастся найти ответы о магии камня. Может, вас воодушевит мысль о том, что ваши способности уже спасли как минимум одну жизнь, мою, веренность завесных странников. Заметки Хардинг, Оракул. Летописец Валта соединилась с Титаном, и теперь гномы Колшарока называют ее Оракулом, а она общается с ними через каменную фигуру. Это кажется просто невероятным, и должна была это записать. Мысли. Существует ли еще где-то физическое «я» Оракула? Вселяет ли она свое создание в камень? Или она просто каменная фигура, которая иногда пробуждается? Может ли она тоже двигать камни? Почему она не отвечает мне прямо? Может, связь с Титаном изменила ее восприятие действительности, и она поэтому так странно общается? Иногда я сама ощущаю время по-другому, и пространство. Я тоже буду потом говорить загадками. Почему никто не знает, что случилось с Титанами? Насколько громко я могу кричать, чтобы меня при этом не услышали? О падении Колшарока. Некоторых представителей знати посвятили в планы по запечатыванию глубинных троп. Им велели не распространяться об этом во избежание паники. Но когда высокородные дома стали готовиться бежать, слухи дошли до простого люда. Услышав их, те, у кого была возможность, занялись собственным спасением. Менее сотни гномов из нескольких тысяч жителей Тейга успели пройти по глубинным тропам до того, как туннели обрушились. В последующие дни, еще до появления в Колшароке первых порождений тьмы, мы обратились против самих себя и были вынуждены столкнуться с собственными демонами. Выдержка из истории Колшарока за авторством хранительницы воспоминаний Дары. Судя по этим строкам, порождение тьмы не самое ужасное из того, что там произошло. Хардинг.
the fires are lit. Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's Crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
So, if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
Hold on. If you're really Mythal, the elves making bodies out of the Titans? The Blight? Solus and the Veil? That was your fault!
Am I now responsible for the events Mythal set in motion thousands of years before my birth?
You sure don't have any problem claiming her name.
Would you have realized had you not observed Solus's memories? I think not.
What? That was like how Elgarnon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elgarnon? Or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elgarnon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
I guess someone as powerful as Mythal could bond with whoever she wanted.
Perhaps her death at the hands of the other elven gods forced her further from your people.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mathal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Wow, you woke up to a god floating over you?
'Twas a state between dream and wakefulness where strange things may happen to the spirit. Mathal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mathal's and of those who bore her.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mathal.
I am not Mathal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
I should ask you. Mathal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mathal? I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mathal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Well, that's not terrifying at all.
You have been thrust into the lives of gods. Fate will have its way, whether or without our permission.
Even more comforting, Morrigan.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mathal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mathal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mathal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
All of that sounded great until survived the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Ghilanane, or against the Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other?
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanurus, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Thank you for the information, Morgan.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elvenon. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope from a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than any before them.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morgan said that other fragment of Mythal was.
Последнее слово предателя. На камне неподалеку видны отметины огромных когтей. На земле кто-то дрожащей рукой вырезал сломанным зубом послание. Они обвинили меня в предательстве Фенхарелла и свергли с высот. Я отрицал свою вину тогда, как отрицаю ее сейчас, волоча раздробленные конечности по земле, но меня никто не слышит. Поэтому я отдаю себя казни, которая некогда больше всего радовала наших богов. Да очистит огонь имя Нунаэля.
That has to be her.
How should we do this, Rook? Do you think she'll talk to us?
Guess we'll...
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never again expected to see my children in the Dreadwolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solas. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Have you come to seek the blessing of your god? Or did you come to ask your god to sacrifice herself to help you defeat the monsters Elganon and Gillenane have become?
You are not my god, and I am done talking to you.
Ungrateful child. You would not be here had I not waded through fire and blood to give the Elven a future. You desire the essence of a god, and think you deserve it. Then take it if you can!
Everyone, get ready!
Right. Of course, she's a big dragon. Let's go get him!
say when!
Ready again. One for us.
Enough!
We have it. The essence of Mythal the Protector. It burns just being near it. But this is the power we need to finish this.
Morrigan seemed to think we'd know how. Do we know how?
I think the moment is coming. When we can turn the tide, we'll know.
Команда победила в бою гордую и разгневанную частицу металл. Теперь у героев появилась магическая памятная вещь, ядро сущности металл, которая может пригодиться в будущих сражениях. Благословение металл. Медальон символ металл, окольцованный нотами песни, мелодию которой невозможно услышать в этом мире. Частица металл. Отрывок из письма «Провидица Раван» из Повелителей Фортуны, адресованного Эмрику и Беларе. Меня глубоко заинтересовала ваша встреча с частицей металл. Если эльфийские боги — это духи, наделившие себя телом, то, вероятно, они были достаточно многогранны и воплощали собой различные желания и эмоции. Когда металл была убита, каждая ее частица стала воплощением одной из граней ее личности. Отрывок из ответа Белары. Да, когда я спросила долийцев о Флемет, носительницы металл де Морриган, выяснилось, что среди долийских кланов она была известна под именем Аша Белинар. Ее магический талант глубоко уважали, даже несмотря на человеческое происхождение. Похоже, она не хотела править ими, но при этом стремилась помочь или влезет в чужие дела. Мефал и Флемет обе любили вмешиваться в чужие дела. Отрывок из ответа Эмрика. Верно, в связи с этим возникает вопрос, была ли частица, которую носит Морриган, сильнее связана с наставничеством и мудростью, нежели властный дух, которого мы встретили на перекрестке. Возможно, наставница и владычица – просто две разные грани личности Мефал. Возможно также, что изначально частицы были больше похожи друг на друга, но прошедшие века отдалили их. Логично предположить, что частица Флемет изменилась за века, проведенные со смертными, в то время как частица с перекрестка, наоборот, озлобилась от неспособности повлиять на внешний мир. Возможно, оба моих предположения верны. Дух, как и личность, влияет на других и меняется под их воздействием. Убежище для Мефал. Солос всегда думал, что Мефал все же присоединится к нам, что она лучше других Иванурисов. Он создал это место, чтобы она комфортно себя чувствовала после вступления в ряды повстанцев. Но теперь слишком поздно. Солос запечатал это место от горя. Он отказывается впускать меня туда. Мне жаль, друг мой. Война все же нашла, что еще у тебя отобрать, Филосан.
Onward, dweller.
I wish I could breathe fire. I don't know, it just feels like the kind of thing that could be useful, you know?
Sometimes it helps to burn through stuff.
I wonder if we could make it go further or hotter. How long can you hold your breath?
Not long. Healers say it's because breathing fire hurts my lungs.
Oh, never mind then.
know, Rook, every time I think I've got a handle on how weird magic is, it just gets weirder.
Emmerich, does magic ever make you feel itchy?
Where are you experiencing the sensation, Harding?
It's all over. Maybe more prickling than itchy?
Like thin sheets of lightning below the skin?
That's it.
Lyrium, activating in your blood. Does it ever last longer than a few seconds?
Way more. I wish I'd asked the Oracle about it before she turned back into a rock.
Davrin, if there's any advice you can send to Treviso about handling the Blight.
I'll pass it on, though some details are only for wardens.
Are you serious? You're clinging to your order's secrets now?
It's not about secrecy, Lucanus. When you're resistant to the Blight like we are, wardens can take more risks. Or do you want untrained civilians spreading it further?
Right. I'm sorry.
I mean, I get how you feel, but let's make this better, not worse.
If that dragon had taken Minrathous, I hate to think what the Venatori might do with that sort of chaos. A lot of people are alive. A lot of people have a chance, thanks to us. But we broke Lucanus out of the ossuary. He could finally go home, and now... what happens to Treviso now?
Strength earns mastery.
How fares your battle?
The gods are moving against Weyshaupt and the Grey Wardens. We've heard rumors the Darkspawn are being led by an archdemon.
And you have questions?
I need to know how archdemons relate to the gods. Are they just like the blooded dragons, or are they something else? I also need to know how to deal with the gods if they show up at Weishaupt.
I propose a bargain. I will answer your question if you answer mine.
What?
How are the Grey Wardens? Do they understand the truth of the danger yet?
We've been through this already. You agreed to help me.
What did you think my help would look like, Rook? I need to know that you are prepared.
You know I could just lie to you, right?
Indeed. But the truth is merely recalled, while a lie must be constructed. Knowing you would expend the effort to construct that lie rather than answer truthfully would tell me a great deal.
The First Warden refuses to listen.
As I feared.
I tried diplomacy. I tried being firm. Nothing worked.
When I asked why you should be trusted to lead the fight, you denied that you were even the leader. That sufficed for me. But the Grey Wardens believe in dedication and authority. They already see themselves as the perfect choice to fight the Darkspawn. You cannot defeat Elganan and Gillenane without the Wardens. What will you do to bring them to your side?
All I can really do is keep trying to get through to them.
Have you ever ridden home in a wagon and felt the streets go from paved to dirt beneath the wheels? The horse is slow, and everything grows quiet as you're near home. What do you call that feeling?
I don't really have a word for it.
No, you do not. Elganan destroyed that emotion. He burned it from the mind of every living being. There were spirits of that feeling, just as there are spirits of joy, or fear, or despair. I begged them to fight.
What happened to them?
They waited too long. Without the emotion in this world to focus on, they faded until nothing remained. When you grow quiet, it is a part of your soul reaching for a feeling and finding emptiness. Because I failed.
I understand. I'm not going to fail.
How? What will you do?
Whatever it takes.
Easily said. But it will have to be enough for now. You have answered my question, and I owe you an answer in return.
Yes. The old gods of Tevinter. The archdemons.
There never were Tevinter gods. The archdemons, as you call them, were always merely the weapons of the Evanuris.
Alright, let's hope we can find the gods before they find their weapons.
Unfortunately, the Dragon Thrall's life force is bound to the Evanuris as both power and protection. You will not be able to kill or likely even harm one of the Evanuris until their Dragon Thrall is slain.
What can you tell me about the archdemons themselves?
Each is different, shaped by the whims and ego of its master. Elganan is the Lord of Tyranny. He would have ruled alone had Mythor not forced him to share power. Those who are strong, he molds into dictators themselves, with visions of godhood. Those who are weak, he crushes. His archdemon reflects him. It is huge, to feed his ego, the epitome of dragonkind, bent to his will.
Damn. Tell me what you really think of the guy.
He is cruelty and arrogance personified. All of the Evanuris were flawed, but he made all of them worse. By contrast, Gillenane was a servant of Andrul, whose skill at making monsters earned her promotion to the Evanuris. She is brilliant, ambitious, and unconstrained by anything you would understand as morality. In a kinder world, you would never need to see what she has done to her archdemon. In this world, I only hope you kill it quickly. In any event, the Evanuris will not be vulnerable until their archdemons are dead.
The The old stories of the Tevinter gods have them whispering in the dreams of ancient magisters. How did they do that if they were just tools of the elven gods?
The archdemons were once high dragons. The Evanuris bound them as a source of power. When I imprisoned the gods, their dragons remained free. That was my mistake.
How so?
I never bound a dragon to myself, for I believed that to enslave another creature was immoral. As such, I did not understand the power that connection gave. I thought the prison I had made was perfect. But their dragons were the conduit through which they spoke to dreaming minds.
It says a lot about these talks that kill an archdemon is the easy part.
It will not be easy. But you are this world's only hope. I would not suggest this path if I did not believe you could succeed.
Aww, the God of Lies believes in me.
Even with their dragons dead, the Evanuris are powerful and well protected. You will need to use my dagger, the one you recovered. It can pierce their enchantments and strike them down.
Alright, kill the archdemons, then use the dagger to take down the gods.
Even a single opportunity to strike the Evanuris down will be rare, fleeting, and costly. You will not have another chance to catch them unawares. When you strike, you must be fully prepared.
Заметки по делам Неф, Лусакан и Разикаль. Эльгарнан и Геланайн, Лусакан и Разикаль. Древние боги ночи и таинств. Такое только я могла вляпаться, аж мурашки по коже. Древние боги связаны с нашими самыми тяжкими грехами, или если спросить в Винаторе, они всегда были правы. Легенды гласят, что они проникали в разум людей и им шептали из своей подземной тюрьмы, что это дурной сон или это Разикаль ведет тебя по запутанным коридорам, или, может, Лускан, грешное дитя, лучше набить свою подушку солнечными семенами с узкой дороги за полцены. Солнце отпугнет дракона ночи, но ведь Эльгарнан — эльфийский бог солнца. Этот подонок получает свое распоряжение весь день. Вспомнить Тюверия. Вряд ли букетик цветов спасет нас, но, возможно, натолкнет на какую-нибудь мысль или отвлечет огоньки, пока не появятся зацепки получше.
Everyone suit up. All hands for this one.
Still can't believe it. They're attacking Veinshaupt? The Wardens aren't prepared for that.
The gods are going straight for the throat, unless we cut theirs first.
Just get me close enough.
Whatever you do, make them pay.
I always collect.
Who gets to tell the first warden we're dropping in?
I was hoping to skip that part.
They've got an alluvian in storage down in the vault. It was a gift from the Dalish.
Ours should go right to it. Probably. I think.
Let's get to it then. We sneak into Veinshaupt nice and quiet. No one sees us. We look around for Antoine and Evka.
Was there a plan after that?
Take out a god. End this today.
This isn't the vault.
Ah, crap. They moved the alluvian.
It didn't break.
Then here.
Sorry. Catch up when you can.
Darkspawn outside.
Darkspawn? In Veinshaupt?
Just outside the door.
Stay out of sight,
Mila.
Sit tight, Mila. We'll be back.
The Maker curse you!
Clear him out!
Don't let them near the girl!
They're faster than us.
They've got the gods at their back.
Where are all the wardens? Hiding outside from the sound.
We're on our...
That's all of them, for now.
You know your Darkspawn.
My dad's a blacksmith for the Wardens. Who are you?
Rook, we're here to help. Do you know Antoine and Evka?
Probably in the war room. I can show you. Oh no! The door's blocked!
Is there another way?
A secret passage! Come on!
Oh, damn.
That's Commander Janos. One of our best.
He took them down with him. When did the Darkspawn attack, Mila?
Just a while ago. They started climbing the walls.
You should stay here.
I can't. I need to find my dad.
There's worse than Darkspawn on the way.
And walls won't hold it back.
Bloody dragon. Worse, that's an archfiend.
We have to get inside.
The war room isn't far.
Stick close, Mila.
Gabriel!
Wardens! We can sense an archer. I can hear them calling. Splitting. I don't make it.
Mila?
They won't get me.
She's a cloud. How do I kill a cloud with a dagger?
One thing at a time. For now, let's not die out here.
Look at all those darkspawn. Will Weishaupt hold?
It's never fallen before, and it won't today.
Witness my most perfect creation. Powerful, quick, and I have returned much of her cunning. My creation's power is greater than any weapon you possess. Upon you, Wardens. Cease struggling. Lie down. My dragon will be swift.
You'll be safe there.
I need to find my dad.
By yourself?
There's places to hide. Darkspawn won't find me.
Клык третьего. Тот третий из древних богов, восставших в образе архидемона, объял пламенем век башен, но серые стражи отточили свое мастерство и покончили с его господством за 15 лет.
Get clear! Archdemons attacking the north wall!
Signal of retreat! Fall back to the trap!
Can't see the signal fires through the smoke!
Try the horns!
The Archdemon's too loud!
No one's retreating!
There's no choice, sir. We're under siege. We have to fall back to the dragon trap.
Forget the trap. Send word to Commander Janos. Rally outside the wall.
Janos is dead.
Rook, what are you doing here?
I'm here because you didn't listen. Now it's too late.
For you it is.
Better than what Janos got. What about all the other wardens?
Arrest them.
No, you need to listen to them. We are under attack by a god.
Do you hear yourself? There's no such thing. Stop finding excuses to be a coward. We'll stop the enemy outside the walls.
The enemy is outside the window.
Grey Wardens don't hide in our castle. I won't ask good soldiers to turn tail and run. We're an army of steel, holding back the blight. Order every blade out of Weishaupt.
We'll all die, sir.
That's an order, Warden.
Can't say I didn't try.
No! Listen to Rook. That's an order. Okay, Rook. I assume you have a plan.
This dragon trap. Tell me about it.
It was built 900 years ago to stop an archdemon, but...
Get down! Where's the trap?
Other side of the fortress, but it's never been used.
It only has to work once. Let's go! All right. This is about to get a lot worse. You ready?
It's us, or nobody.
Your deaths will not be wasted. There is potential for new forms in your flesh.
Got it. Now let's get past this blight. How far is it to the trap?
Far enough, we'll have to fight our way to it. have to get past this blight.
The south gate's been overrun!
We have to get moving. It's the only way.
Wardens, hang on!
Клык второго. Зазикель, второй из древних богов, поставших в образе архидемона, 90 лет отравлял божественный век страхом. Серые стражи положили конец его проклятой свободе.
Not trying to. Just need to trap that archdemon. Keep moving.
We're in the... Clear.
Time to improvise. Maybe that ballista can help.
If it wasn't under a pile of flight, maybe. Why not shoot the dragon?
It's not a dragon, and it takes more than a ballista to kill one.
There, we can get through.
So can the dark spot. That's not good, is it?
The outer defenses have been breached. Evka must be ordering a retreat.
To control.
We're getting close. We'll cut across the wall.
If this is the wall, it's gone.
There's another way to the trap. Through the library. Takes longer, but it'll get us there.
Let's do it!
The first warden will be a problem when he wakes up.
Hoping he won't. I decked him pretty hard.
He'll have bigger problems on his hands than us. There, across the way. That's the library. We'll go down through the barracks to get there.
Better than being exposed on the walls.
This is the only way.
Do you hear that?
It's coming from the gate.
It sounds like 10,000 darkspawn knocking on the door.
Destroy that light, or there'll be no end to these darkspawn.
About to fall.
trying to find a way out of this.
The torch will lead the way. Be mindful of the darkspawn.
See you soon. You hear that? Must be the bell tower.
Sounds like it's close.
I still can't believe there's darkspawn inside Weyshaupt. Right here's where I took my vows to fight. Rain!
Is there an end to all of this?
Only if you kill Gillenane.
Right. I'll get on that.
Stay covered! Die now! Watch it! Got another one coming through the wall.
He's a big one. Take him down.
That did it.
The bell's still ringing. Let's get there.
There, the bell tower ahead. We can get out of this mess.
No!
Hang in there. We'll find another way.
What's the plan now?
I don't know, but we don't quit. There's a way out of this mess somewhere.
Library's not far. It'll put us right next to the dragon trap. There's still a chance.
Лык четвертого. Андорал, четвертый из древних богов, восставших в образе архидемона, бесчинствовал, пока не был повержен в Старкхевене. Ценой победы над десятилетним мором стало вымирание грифонов.
Keep moving. The others run ahead. Fingers crossed for another way out.
Library's not far.
boy.
We can do this.
Yeah, well, let's find out.
Cold skins, sinking hope. Your blood knows you'll die here. Your tactics are primitive. Old patterns, desperate thoughts. None will save you. Your blighted blood is fine material. I will feed it to what I craft from your corpses.
We really need to shut her up.
What's the plan for that, Rook?
We can't do anything about Gillenade until the Archdemon's dead. She's invulnerable.
That was the last one.
One for us. I'm on it.
Have at it, Denver.
That's why I'm here.
Tosh! Hurry! Open the gate!
Gonna be a mess!
Just do it!
But if I'm still standing, you've got to fight. Now die!
Emka! She can handle it. We have to get out of here.
They keep adding more horns, and it keeps getting worse.
Means we make our last stand.
Клык пятого. Уртимиэль, пятый из древних богов, восставших в образе архидемона, Царевствовал недолго, но даже год мора оставил после себя глубокие раны и память об выдающихся героях.
Library's down that. Not anymore. Back! Back!
Go back! Go back!
There is no back!
Hey, up here!
We're coming!
Hurry!
Mila, you're a lifesaver.
Darkspawn almost had me for lunch.
Well, let's not hang around for dinner. Come on.
Did you find your father yet, Mila? We'll find him.
Как же это громко было! Крюкохвост и Гараэл. Удар, с которым завершился четвертый мор, когда Грифон и Страж сразили бога. Имя Грифона стоит первым, они оба герои, но мы-то знаем, кто мог летать сам по себе, а кто нет.
We're here.
Quick, inside the library.
We've got more darkspawn.
Cut him down. We can't get stuck out here.
Airlocks coming our way. Let it try. I'm good at killing those.
Darkspawn! The Great Wardens hide! Tear them from their tower!
Mila! Find somewhere. Watch out! Another ogre!
Keep fighting!
The ghouls are back!
Persistent bastards!
They're trying to get inside!
Not before we do! Stop them!
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
If this door doesn't hold, all bets are off.
What about the dragon trap?
The trap will work. Take it from a blacksmith. You set it off and get out of the way.
Dad!
Mila!
I told you not to get lost.
Hope she wasn't too much trouble.
Can we hire her?
You don't have enough gold.
The real problem is getting that dragon to land.
Lucanus, the dagger. I guarantee this'll get Gillenan's attention.
And then?
She sends the archdemon after me. We trap it, Davrin kills it, and Lucanus, you take your shot.
Just like that.
I'm not going down without a fight.
Is this one you can win?
I mean to find out.
Right. Then let's do this. While the wardens still listen to me.
Evka, you're alive.
The Blight and I had a little disagreement. I'll rally the others. Someone decked the first warden and left me in charge.
I was practicing for an archdemon. Let's get to it.
I know a way to the trap.
Once this is over, there's an old Illuvian here that could be our escape.
Yeah, it kind of fell out of the building.
Oh? Well, if I can borrow some of your people, we'll get it right again.
Чаша посвящения, найдена в Астагаре, Ферлден. Та самая.
Mierda. What is this?
Gillenane.
She's infecting everything.
Let's just find our way through this mess.
Should be a door on the other side. That'll put us near the trap.
Straight through the blight. This trap. I thought only a Grey Warden could kill an archdemon.
It's true. He died doing it. It's complicated, but every warden is prepared for the sacrifice. I'm ready.
To die?
Who knows? Maybe they'll hang my portrait in here someday.
It's not over yet.
Will be soon enough.
Davrin, we've had our differences, but you have my utmost respect for making this sacrifice.
And I know you'll finish the job and kill Gillenane.
Easier said than done. I'm good, but even I cannot kill a cloud face with a knife.
Don't worry. We'll think of something.
Письмо о пожертвовании. Эти записи отражали размышления Кристофа, его истинные мысли о том, каково это быть стражем. Надеюсь, что за ним останется не просто кипа докладов из Амрантайна, а истинная память. Не забывайте, каким он был на самом деле, и кем он был до того, каким стал потом. С уважением, Аура. Переписанные доклады. Этот дневник намеренно залили чернилами, чтобы его невозможно было прочесть. Указанные места в Ферлдене говорят о том, что владелец дневника пытался кого-то выследить. Последняя запись гласит: 9:17 века дракона. Последняя точка заброшена. Малкольм двинулся дальше. Когда? Нельзя допустить, чтобы ключ к тайнам порождений тьмы оказался потерян. Сильверитовые крылья за доблесть. Не все истории должны заканчиваться жертвами. По рекомендации Элисы Фонтон, командора Серых Стражей, за акт самопожертвенной храбрости мы награждаем стража Гордона Блэкволла сильверитовыми крыльями за доблесть. 7 наших могли погибнуть, но все они остались живы.
That should do it. Let's get out there.
Клык первого, Думат, первый из древних богов, восставших во вразе архидемона, бесчинствовал более века. Покончить с его разрушительно перерожденной формой и мором смог только основанный тогда Орден Серых Стражей.
There's the way out.
There! That griffin statue! I'll get Gillinane's attention.
We've got you a path!
Behold, an archdemon's wrath! Your fortress crumbles. My creation will no denied.
And now, I die.
Hey, Gillenade! Come down here and fight!
The Dreadwolf's knife. Retrieve it!
Ah, crap. Come on, come on. Davrin.
Give Hassan a hug for me.
Stand down, Warden. My war, my glory.
It's all yours.
At least you've got some honor in the end. As supreme authority of Weishaupt, I hereby declare this blight at an end!
Racing heart, ragged breath, a waste of useful blood! Lassa, Hedlin, Galara! Venatra, Menas!
What is that?
The real archdemon.
What was the other one?
We have to kill it. Gillenade's invulnerable until we do.
He already died. He just got back up.
Witness a water splash above your own destruction! Return!
What now?
We spooked Gillenade. Maybe she wants to talk.
Isana ilas balan! Malasan ina lasta! Thy creation has many shapes. Take the mortals, make their flesh warm.
He didn't want to go through.
Return to me! The power of flesh is limitless. New forms to be perfected, new appetites to be sated. and heart untouched. Avenge yourself!
That's right! I think it's time you left, Gillenane. You can't win this!
Return! Il est sol fenesto! Tear the mortals asunder!
We're making it worse.
Who knew the trap would be the easy part?
Return to me! Consume their flesh! Shatter their bones! Break them down!
Is that the best you got, Lucanus?
Just say when. Nice hit.
You will die here! Quick, closer!
Lucanus! You ready to do your thing? Davern! Kill it! Now, Lucanus! Finish her! Let's go!
Give me another shot.
Too late! Back to the Alluvion! Is it working?
I hope so.
Best odds all day!
Evka sent word. Last of the civilians made it to Lavendel. Janos and his people held the line long enough for them to escape Weishaupt. And the Wardens are in Lavendel too.
What's left of them, you mean? Over 1,000. That's how many fellow Wardens I had. And now? One god, one archdemon. That's all it took to nearly wipe out our entire order.
I promise you, Davern, we'll make Gillenane pay. For every warden she killed, every child left alone, there will be a reckoning.
How? We all saw what she did. That's beyond our...
We killed her archdemon, though. That's something, isn't it?
That's an incredibly rare accomplishment.
Yeah, after it turned into a snake monster with too many heads. Are all blighted dragons gonna do that? I don't know how to fight that.
Well, at least we've made Gillenane mortal.
Mortal or immortal, doesn't matter if we can't get close enough. We had our shot at her, and we missed.
Say what you mean, Davrin. I missed.
Nobody blames you for that, Lucanus.
Yeah? Maybe I do. This crow has a demon inside him, right?
Now, that's not...
How do we know we can trust him? Maybe the demon pulled his punches.
Okay, hold on. Now we're getting...
And you, Warden? What about the blight that runs through your veins? The same blight that chokes my city. The same blight that Gillenane commands so effortlessly.
Just a moment, please.
Enough! Stop arguing. We've got no chance if we turn on each other. Chaos helps the gods and hurts this team. It will get us killed, one by one. So get it together. We need to figure out how to defeat them.
We're all in agreement on that point, Rook. But the question remains, how? We barely survived against one of the gods.
I nearly had her.
Nearly. But spite is a creature of raw emotion. Your turmoil over what befell Treviso feeds him. Both of you vying for control. It's no wonder you missed such a rare opportunity.
I think we've all been distracted.
I've been preoccupied myself after discovering that hand of glory.
And I can't stop worrying about my new magic and what it means.
Or what the Venatori are up to in Docktown.
Until those problems are resolved, we will not be prepared to face the gods. A moment of inattention, a single lapse, could prove fatal, and the gods will allow no second chances.
He's right, Rook.
We can't afford to stumble. The gods will jump on that in a heartbeat. We must be ready for them. That said, we need to find them first. Harding, can you send word to Evka? See if she has any rested scouts?
Scouts? Why?
The darkspawn that attacked Weishaupt had to come from somewhere. I bet they'll be headed back there. Following them should at least put us on the gods' trail.
Got it.
As for the rest of...
Look, nothing against Emmerich. He's right about needing focus. But what happened at Weishaupt? That was more than a distraction.
So is what happened to Treviso. What the Blight has done to the city, to its people. These are more than distractions, Rook.
Either way, we all need to step back, clear our heads.
So, how do you think that went?
Davern was still upset there at the end. That's his right, after the horrors at Weishaupt. But I hoped I'd gotten through to him.
They stopped fighting when you told them to. That's something.
Emmerich's right, though. Everyone on this team has some kind of unfinished business hanging over their heads.
That's the danger in recruiting competent people. They bring more interesting and complicated problems along with them. So go help, Rook. Support them. Solve those problems. And maybe start with Davern and Lucanus. With Treviso and Weishaupt. They've got more in common than they did before.
And the gods?
You've asked the Wardens to track them through the Darkspawn. That'll take time.
I should use that time to check in with the team. And then, I should go talk with Solus.
Better you than me. He'll want to know all about Gillenane, the Archdemon, and why you only stopped one of them. You know, all this talking wears me out. I'm going to take a nap. See you later, kid. Good luck.
Гилленайн взяла Вейсхаупт в осаду, и ее архидемон уничтожил большую часть крепости Серых Стражей. Но Даврин все же смог убить архидемона, а Луканис ранил Гилленайн, напомнив ей, что она не бессмертна.
Oh, hi, Rook. Can I ask you a question? Actually, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you're several lines ahead of me here. Let's start with me saying, hi, Balara.
Right. Okay. It's just, you know, the elf thing. We're fighting our gods. Our gods. It feels a little surreal, and I know surreal.
Yeah, it's an adjustment. Whole lot of elven customs are feeling kind of weird right now.
I'm worried about our people. Or more like how other people see us. Maybe people don't trust us. Maybe they shouldn't.
Our gods aren't us. We can't judge people by their rulers, especially if those rulers are tyrants. Elves haven't been like that for centuries.
That feels too easy. Like we're not taking responsibility. And I don't know, I feel guilty. Anytime I think about it, really.
So who's that helping?
Who's what helping?
Feeling guilty.
Well, no one, I guess, but then what should I do?
I don't know. But you're kind and compassionate, and that matters. It makes a difference.
Rook, that means a lot. Thank you. But is it really that easy? Does kindness make up for it? What our people did, I mean?
The Evaniras did those things, and they did them to our people.
Yeah. It's hard. All of it's hard. But I feel better. A little bit, anyways. Thanks for talking to me and listening to me.
I'm no bard, but I can talk. Glad it helped.
Well, you're good at it. See you later, Rook.
Lucanus, are you in here brooding?
I'm fine.
That's not a no.
I had her. She should have never gotten away from me. This was our contract, Rook. I don't fail my contracts.
This can't be the first time you've missed a target, right? What did you do before?
I never miss. I thought I still had this. Even with Treviso suffering, I thought I could still focus on what mattered. I need to work.
You might need sleep more than work at this point.
You might be right.
It's not over. Just take care of yourself for now, okay?
I was distracted. That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight.
Whatever you need to do.
Have you been to talk to the others? Davrin, especially. I think everyone might have things to deal with now. It's been too long since I checked in with Viago. I should find out if things in Treviso are stable. If I need to return there, I'll let you know. I won't miss another chance to make things right.
Антиванский лимонный тимьян. Луканис, мне кажется, что наше знакомство началось не очень хорошо. Признаюсь, я тебе не доверяла. Знаю, ты не держишь на меня зла, но мы команда. Я вижу, что ты не всегда чувствуешь себя на своем месте, и мне стоило теплее тебя принять. Я хотела подарить тебе какое-нибудь растение, но в твоей комнате совсем нет света. Могу найти что-нибудь, что может обойтись без него? Или, может, ты хотел бы посадить что-то у меня в саду? Косницы зелени было мало, и я буду рада разделить сад с товарищем. Хардинг. Написано на обратной стороне. В извинениях нет необходимости, и тебе не нужно утруждать себя подарками. Моя комната меня устраивает, а твой сад принадлежит тебе. Однако, если ты открыта к предложениям, было бы здорово, если бы у нас был свежий антиванский лимонный тимьян. Луканис. Из дневника Даврина случилось худшее. Вейсхаупт уничтожен. Больше мне нечего добавить. Послание с поля боя. Падение Вейсхаупта. Рук. Падение Вейсхаупта потрясло весь Тедос. Серые стражи тысячелетиями защищали мир от ужасов скверны, держали в узде порождение тьмы и расчищали глубинные тропы, насколько это было возможно. Их отсутствие не прошло незамеченным. Когда первый страж призвал всех стражей вернуться в Вейсхаупт, и, возможно, теперь мы потеряли их навсегда. Мне уже приходили донесения о том, что Арзамар осажден. Порождения тьмы подобрались к квартам города. Все старания стражей и гномов пошли прахом. Кажется, сдержать распространение скверны невозможно. Мы медленно теряем земли на востоке и юге под ее натиском. Порождения тьмы появляются везде, где встречались когда-либо раньше, словно ростки из-под земли. Скверна поглотила большую часть Денерима, и лишь благодаря упорным усилиям его храбрых защитников порождения тьмы еще не заполнили его улицы. Но даже среди тьмы и отчаяния можно найти свет. После нашей беседы мне удалось отправить посланников к Хасендам и Аварам. Они согласились заключить союз с правителями Ферлдена. По крайней мере, до тех пор, пока мы не разберемся с угрозой. Поэтому на юге нам по большей части удается сдерживать скверну. Сомневаюсь, что так будет всегда, но сейчас ситуация достаточно спокойная, а во время сражения с богами о большем сложно просить. С уважением, Инквизитор.
Nev, that coffee in the kitchen, you made it?
Keen eye.
Did you boil it? If so, why?
I'm not picky. I got a cup and it does the job. That's all I ask.
I don't know where to go with this.
Maybe that's how it's done in Minrathis.
Oh no. Give Lucanus credit. It's terrible.
You need a stronger word for terrible.
So what's the coffee for?
I've been looking into the threads.
The Minrathus crime syndicate.
Yeah. Smuggling, extortion, protection rackets. The threads have fingers in the lot. They stay out of slavery and they're decent about the rest, but something stirred them up. They've increased activity, changed their patterns. Docktown's in chaos. Remember Alec, the thread-selling charms? He wants to talk and he doesn't reach out for nothing.
Sounds fun.
You've got strange taste in fun.
So do you.
Bad habit.
Ready when you are. Though maybe Lucanus should make the coffee.
Probably helps your odds of survival.
Viango should taste this. Only thing worse than snake venom.
Davrin. About Weyshaupt. Davrin, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I can't believe Weyshaupt is gone. It's always been there, protecting the world.
Wasn't supposed to be like this. That's Renaud. Malmont. Anya. We used to argue. Who'd be the one to take an archdemon down? Who'd die so that others could live? Not sure any of us believed it'd actually happen.
When the moment came, you did the Wardens proud.
Did I? Because I'm still here. They're not.
Beating yourself up about it's not gonna help. It wasn't your day to go. Move on.
But it should have been my day. A Grey Warden kills an archdemon, they die. That's how it works.
Who knows what happened? Maybe the gods changed things and the old rules don't apply. Why is being alive a problem?
Because I didn't expect to be here. Grey Wardens have an expiration. It pushed me.
There's more fight to go.
And if we manage to pull that off?
You'll do what you do best. Hunt monsters.
Plenty of people can do that. I'm talking purpose. I feel like a blade sharpened all these years to confront the worst darkness in the world. And my blade struck true at Weyshaupt. What now?
Well, you'll raise the sun to create a world where the light outshines the darkness.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you. That will require a lot more gingerwort truffles.
I don't want to hear any more talk about dying, okay?
Fair enough.
He's counting on you.
Guess we're stuck with each other, boy. No getting rid of me now. Someday I might actually know what that means.
While you sort that out, maybe you and Lucanus can try to bury the hatchet?
Yeah.
He had a rough time of it too.
I know. That was an incredible shot he took at Gillenane.
Then tell him that. Because fighting each other won't help us defeat the gods.
But we've got help. The Wardens, Shadow Dragons, Crows, Veil Jumpers, we're all in this together.
We are, but they've all got their own problems. If we want their help, we have to help them first.
Is that a plan I hear forming?
I think it could be. Thanks, Davrin.
archdemon falls, a god remains. Fear not, dweller. Success is forged by time. Abundance.
Are you feeling better now, Harding?
The ginger's helping my stomach, but not my mouth. Ugh.
A cup of ginger tea might work as well as the root.
Let's try it. This is like chewing on an old saddle.
Письмо с печатью серых стражей. Рук, мы сдерживаем скверну, насколько это возможно. У нас теперь больше стражей, так что стало немного легче, но мы все еще пытаемся оправиться. Я общаюсь с местным врачом, когда выдается свободная минутка. Это хороший человек, который пытается справляться со множеством перемен, но при этом никогда не отказывает в помощи. Им не хочется никого беспокоить, но если ты сможешь заглянуть по пути, может узнаешь, как у них дела. Эвка.
Hey, am I interrupting?
Done in a sec. Morning ritual. The Darsam.
Those are the ropes people who follow the Kyun wear?
We bind ourselves to remember who we are. Tie down the stuff that's too dangerous to leave loose. My mother made me do it every morning before breakfast. I had big fingers. Used to take me forever. Avatash. Shokotoebra. Only a beast is confounded by knots. A girl masters herself and the Darsam.
You do a pretty good impression of your mother.
What? I don't sound anything like my mother.
Okay.
Rook, Tosh, glad I caught you both. The Grey Wardens found a cave that one of the Blighted Dragons uses as its lair.
Where?
In the Husberg wetlands. There's no sign of the dragon itself, though.
I should check it out. We need to know how different the Blighted Dragons really are. They might turn into something like Gillenane's archdemon did. If there's a clue, I have to be ready.
Из дневника Даврина. Жизнь после Вейсхаупта. Я начинаю видеть проблески жизни после Вейсхаупта. Мне очень помогло то, что Рук поговорил со мной. Я воспринимал Асана как задание и просто собирался его защищать до тех пор, пока он не закончит обучение. Но теперь мы с ним заодно. Пришло время залезать в наши раны и двигаться дальше. Я — это все, что у него есть, и в каком-то смысле он — это все, что есть у меня. Кем бы серые стражи ни были в прошлом, после Вейсхаупта это изменилось. Теперь у нас есть шанс создать что-то лучшее. Я хотел бы жить в мире, где Асан со своими братьями и сестрами смогут вносить свою лепту, и грифоны вновь будут процветать. Думаю, все погибшие стражи хотели бы того же. Возможно, если Вейсхаупт олицетворяет конец, грифоны могут стать новым началом. Дарсаам. Вот чему меня учили Тамаэрсан в детстве. Дарсаам — это наша связь с Кун. Не будь неряхой. Веревки должны не слишком сильно провисать и походить на улыбку Тамы. Не ищи неприятностей, и веревки не должны причинять боль или сковывать движения. Не действуй в порыве злости. Узлы не должны быть слишком тугими, ты должна суметь развязать их сама. Завершай то, что начала. Узлы не должны развязываться, когда ты куда-то бежишь или карабкаешься. Слушай и учись. Со временем ты научишься связывать каждую конечность за один медленный вдох. Не спеши. Ты будешь выглядеть глупо, если Дарсаам запутается у тебя в рогах. Неважно, хорошо ли ты завязала Дарсаам сегодня или плохо. Завтра ты завяжешь его снова. Пожелтевшая записка, написанная почерком шатан.
It's not a surprise that you're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Everyone else is. But I promise you, Rook, what you're doing right now, this is the battle you need to fight.